Alright, this begins the boss battle of sorts, or leading up to the boss battle. There's these gigantic tentacles, and you know, if it isn't clear already, Fi will mention, oh no, there must be a giant monster outside. There's an 80% chance the ship will capsize. Yeah, okay. Anyway, she gives you a hint that you need to use the Skyward Strike in order to like bust up the tentacles. You have to actually angle your sword so that it cuts it too. If you just did a horizontal sword slash, nothing will happen. As you progress, going back up to the deck actually, the ship starts to sink and it starts to fill with water, and it also starts to tilt. So you have some barrels that get in your way, and you're gonna actually have to like sprint up here to make some progress. Just avoid the barrels and make your way on up. And the ship has sort of broken, so it's like a direct path to get up. You know, this part doesn't really make sense straight ahead. You can see some water in the distance on the side, and once you reach this area, it goes away. And if you look down below, there's nothing. There's no water. I've tried jumping in, and it's just the abyss. You know, that doesn't make sense. But oh, there we go. The water fills up. Anyway, just go on, run on up, and you can't save at the bird statue here. So I don't know why. Like, Fi mentions make your final preparations. Like, I understand if there was a bird statue here where you can save your status, then that would make sense. I guess all she's really saying is pull out your item. I don't know. Head on through to take on the dungeon boss. Release the Kraken. Tentalus is a boss that probably would be more fitting in Monsters Inc. as opposed to Skyward Sword. It sort of looks like, you know, this giant, well, monster with a gigantic eye. And if Twilight Princess taught you anything, that eye is the weak spot. So during the first phase, you need to use Skyward Strikes to cut off its tentacles, and then Tentalus will come out of the sea that's surrounding the ocean, and you can use your bow to hit its eye. Or if you want to come on us, there we go. After hitting its eye, it'll come crashing down to the ship. So run on over and just waggle away with your Wiimote to hit it as much as possible. Afterwards, Tentalus will go back underwater, and this process basically repeats 3 times in a row. It does get a little more complicated in terms of the tentacles. Each time they come up more frequently, and more of them come up. And if you don't hit it quick enough, the tentacles can actually grab you, as you can see them attempting to do. The idea here is whenever you are running, you always want to have your sword held up in the air, so you're always charging a Skyward Strike. If one of the tentacles do happen to grab you, no worries. All you have to do is just waggle away, and you'll be able to get free quite easily. Remember, you have to do horizontal or diagonal Skyward Strikes, otherwise your Skyward Strikes won't actually knock the tentacles down. They'll just like sort of bounce off them, and it won't actually split them. After a number of hits, Tentalus will come up from underwater once again. This time he'll come up from the side. So go ahead and pull out your bow, shoot him in the eye, and then once again run on over and slash away. Tentalus will once again go back underneath, and the third time is even slightly more difficult when it comes to the tentacles. They'll actually come up in these like patterns, sometimes all right next to each other, so it's hard to get multiple ones out at once. You could actually, if they're close enough, you can actually knock down multiple tentacles at once. Anyway, just repeat the process. You want to hit them a couple times. As you can see, there's tons of these tentacles now, and they just keep coming. And I keep accidentally throwing like vertical Skyward Strikes for some reason, but you want to just do horizontal sword slashes. Come on, Moss, you're better than that. Just do some horizontal sword slashes to cut the tentacles, and this time Tentalus will appear from the front again, or not the side, I should say. I don't know if that's a frontal attack. Once again, go ahead and hit him in the eye with the bow, and Tentalus will come crashing down to the area below. Tentalus will start wailing at the floor, and it conveniently causes a block to fall, allowing us to reach the higher deck. Furthermore, the ship is sort of on an angle here, so all these barrels, which I have no idea where they're coming from, considering this is the end of the ship, but they'll be coming to knock you down. Tentalus will then come up from underwater on the other side of the ship, and this time its giant tentacles turn into snakes. You heard that right? Or at least tentacles that look like snakes of sorts, or sharks. I don't know what they are. You can just stay in one spot and slash away at the snake-like tentacles until they're not really bothering you. And during that short opening of time, pull out your bow, and you need to hit the eye once again. Once you've hit the eye, run on over, and once again, slash away at its eye. At this point, that's pretty much all there is to the remainder of the battle. There isn't anything else at all. It's just a bunch of slashing away at snakes, cutting down, just chopping away its tentacles, and then afterwards, use your bow to hit the eye once again. There's pretty much nothing else to this boss battle, so just keep at it. You'll only have to hit him 2 times though, unlike the first phase, which is 3 times. But go ahead and slash away, and this will defeat Tentalus. Once you've regained control of Link, go ahead and pick up the heart container, and this increases our overall health to 16 full heart containers. Afterwards, deliver a Skyward Strike to the emblem, and enjoy the cutscene, and I will see you guys for the next chapter.
Maria, questo mi sono